Hi, my name is Becky Gonzales, and this is Artifact 8, representing criterions 12, 14, 15, and 17. Our project was the Engaged Learning Project was Market Day. We worked with our third grade students to develop a basic understanding of economic concepts and develop skills in entrepreneurship, collaboration, and financial literacy through a simulated market day activity. They will be actively engaged in the developing, planning, creating, and presenting of the final products or projects. Students will decide after researching a product or idea that they would like to develop and follow through with all aspects of that product, service, or idea and bring it to life. Students' adult role will be to research, survey, and collaborate ideas that they feel will produce a product that third grade students would be interested in purchasing. The money involved will be pretend cash, but will still have value. Students will earn money before market day by participating in class rewards for behavior, class jobs, and anything extra that stands out to the teacher. They will be required to make the products at home after developing a plan to create, market, and share with the classes. The advertising can be presented in the form of a digital presentation or a poster type presentation. Students will be required to make a commercial or advertisement using Flipgrid, PowerPoint, or Canva. They will need to understand economics, production costs, and how to make a profit from their item. They will also need to understand the 4 types of resources needed to make the product come to production, as well as being able to add and subtract for use with selling. Criterion 12 is collaborate with another educator. I teach at Soap Creek Elementary School along with my team lead, Liza Rogers. We are in the same cohort at KSU and worked in our Engaged Learning Project together. We oversaw the planning of the third grade market day. We met weekly for several weeks, 4 weeks, to plan and prepare for market day. We implemented this plan last school year, and we co-planned the sample product ideas, wrote economic lesson plans, and created the market day rubrics that students would follow. We used programs such as Magic School AI and Canva to help create the rubric. We also reached out to parents in the community who have experience with creating products and or have an entrepreneur type position. Liza and I presented the ideas, lesson plans, and rubric to the rest of our third grade team. Had to convince them that they could join along and it would be so much fun. And we collaborated as a team to discuss the location, product expectations, how students would earn money to buy products on market day, and discuss any possible issues. We discovered that we would need a bank and someone that could man the bank and a special schedule to rotate through the classes. One teacher in our team created a letter to share with parents to explain market day. Each teacher on the third grade team was required to teach the standards to the students as well as communicate with parents about project expectations. We collaborated and planned the official market day together. Teachers independently graded rubrics, looking at products and students' overall performance. And there's an example of the market day letter to the left. Criterion 14 is to provide direct evidence of a learning experience with an expert, showing you include alternative voices for learning in your classroom. So we had a person from our community member that worked in product marketing for Chick-fil-A come visit our classrooms. She explained her job, which was really cool. She was the one that designed and created the different containers that Chick-fil-A uses. And she explained that a happy customer is pretty much their goal, making sure that the product is sturdy, that the printing and coloring is correct. She talked about profit with the students and how they have to sometimes shop around for the different containers and different paper products and coloring. She gave the students a deconstructed cup holder from Chick-fil-A, and they had to work together to put the cup holders together. They had to make sure they were durable and able to withstand a cup, so they would put their water bottles in and practice carrying them. So package design was very important to Chick-fil-A, and it emphasizes their quality. The expert provided a virtual connection to the students by providing her email address, and she told the students they could send her their product ideas, and she would love any feedback as they were constructing their market day product. So it was a lot of fun. It was a fun day. Here's an example of the Chick-fil-A cup holders that they constructed. This is criterion 14, providing direct evidence of a learning experience with an expert. So we included alternative voices for learning. The students really enjoyed making and creating the cup holder. Criterion 15 is identify the learners about whom you were communicating with over a period and or their supporters, and it must be aligned with the use of educational technology. So our identified learners are third grade students. Their supporters are their parents or their guardians. I communicated with my students and their supporters several times throughout the course of this project. Communications were provided through flyers, which were provided physically and digitally. I also communicated expectations with parents through email and weekly blog posts. I fielded individual questions as they arose. Here's an example of a letter that I sent to my parents explaining the project and expectations, and at this point requesting parents with their expertise. We also sent home letters explaining and providing detailed information about materials that were needed and examples of previous students' projects. Criterion 17, provide direct evidence in your artifact of the content subject-based standards we integrated in your learning activity with the use of technology. These are our Cobb County social studies and math standards that were used. Goods and services are allocated. They have to know what an entrepreneur is. They have to know the human resources, natural and capital resources in entrepreneurship, the different productive resources. So this tied in really well with our standards. Criterion 7, again, provide direct evidence in artifact of the content subject-based standards we integrated. Social studies, students use MobyMax and PebbleGo, and Social Studies Weekly, which is a Cobb County provided resource newspaper online and in person for research and product ideas. Students were allowed to use PowerPoint or Canva to plan the steps they were going to go through during our market day. And then students use programs like 99 Math and MobyMax to practice adding and subtracting to 1,000, so they are able to give correct change when they were selling their products. Here's an example of the final market day project and presentation, some of the students' projects and their posters and advertising that they presented. It was overall a very fun